It is the One of 32 podcast. I'm your boy Dons, sitting here with my boy KP, live on the ones and twos. We are excited to come to you this week. Post Eagles dub. Chris,
Victory!
how you feeling? Spiking that bootay on the Minnesota Vikings.
Well, Dons, it was a revenge game for Carson Wentz until it wasn't.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Wentzy-poo.
he put that team in numerous bad situations, putting the ball in harm's way, I would say.
Yeah.
Turnovers, penalties, missing throws. Just, it could have been a lot closer game if it wasn't for Carson Wentz and his inaccuracies.
It was pretty cool because you got to ride the wave of the full Carson Wentz experience. You got to see the highest of the highs. How can you ever make a ballroom so big? Carson Wentz is the epitome of greatness and the epitome of trash. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but Wentz has a problem of consistency being fleeting from his skill set. I saved that sentence.
We saw a lot of the same things from Wentz, Dons.
Yeah, we
trying
always
to
do.
turn every play into a touchdown. He did have a couple of beautiful throws, one specifically
Very
down
precise,
the sideline
yeah.
to Naylor with the defender chasing him, placed it perfectly in stride for him. I think it was a 20, 30-yard pickup, but then other times missing easy throws. Jefferson on a few plays, Addison on another.
Throwing behind the line of scrimmage like a Dumby.
So you were right, Dons. We got the roller coaster ride of Carson Wentz.
Yeah, it was like I'm the greatest quarterback of all time to I belong nowhere and I will never be loved, just like Don's. But let's talk a little bit about our offense. For a few weeks now, we have been talking about how anemic our passing game has been. We've been struggling in the run game with Saquon not getting much help from the offensive line. People debating whether is it Saquon? Is it the O-line? Are we too predictable? I think it was all of the above.
Combination.
Now, I hear a lot of people this week talking about our run game, and now it's funny how the narrative always changes. It's like, why are we running? Why are we running? We have to throw the ball to open up the run. And everybody's saying we're clearly running 44% or whatever it was this game, and we got almost nothing out of it. And now they're saying, well, we got to keep throwing. It's crazy.
You can't make the fans happy, Dons, especially the local ones, where even if we win, when we win, there's always things to pick apart. I sort of feel similar. It felt like the Eagles should have won that game by a lot more than they did.
But you can say that about so many teams and so many games just week in and week out. It's still the NFL. Now, sorry, did I cut you off?
Nope.
I didn't. My bad. I didn't know if I cut you off or not. But what I was going to say, it's still very important for us to be able to try to run the ball, even though it's not being effective, because by formation and by default, they can't just be on their heels waiting for the pass.
Yep.
Whether you want to complain about Saquon Barkley's yardage or not, that's a different story. But this game, I think, even though we didn't necessarily outgain anybody on the ground, still think our run game was as effective as it needed to be and able to have us be able to throw the ball as effectively as we did.
Can't be one-dimensional, Dons. Can't just
for sure.
drop back and pass and have those linemen retreating all the time. We need them running downhill, moving people out of the way, especially with our offensive line and how last year went. We were unstoppable with the run. This year, not so much. Again, Saquon was under 4 yards per carry.
2.4 average, 2.4 yards average, 18 attempts for 44 yards, longest 9, which isn't bad.
Chiefs rookie Brashard Smith, who is the third back for the Chiefs, had more total yards on Sunday than Saquon did.
But sometimes
let that sink in.
It's what it is. It's what it is. Listen, we still got the dub. So while the stats don't look good for us, there's still a lot of hope coming. I feel like we're kind of reorganizing a little bit. As bad as people say Toth played, he didn't play that poorly. This was probably the most time Jalen Hurts has had all year long to be able to throw the ball. And I think that resulted in one of his best games that he's ever played in the NFL. 158.3 passer rating, 326 yards, 3 for 10 on long balls, and 3 total touchdowns. That's an insane game. And mind you, on 23 attempts. How many times have I said it on this pod, and we've talked about it too, all last year? When you keep Jalen under 30 throws, he plays at his best. Now, coincidentally, we ran a lot of under center last week. Maybe, and do you think that they're going to kind of keep with that blueprint and bring a little bit of that against the Giants?
I do, Dons. The Vikings were awful against the run, so the hope or the thought was, let's exploit that run, get some play action going.
Yeah.
With the pass attempts for Jalen Hurts, I'm happy with that number. Anywhere from 20 to 30. Anything over 30, that's where I get nervous.
And look, Wentz had 42 attempts, 26 completions for 313 yards. 0 touchdowns, which is a big difference. And obviously, of the pick 6 by Jalen Hunt. What a great play. What a great disguise.
Shout out Jalen Carter.
Shout out Jalen Carter, nailing the hell out of Carson Wentz. But also, very Wentzian thing to do, to almost like a stubborn throw, I thought. Just get rid of it, bro. Take the sack or live to fight another day.
Couldn't agree more, Dons. That's Wentz in a nutshell.
Career day for Jalen Hurts, 326. How do you feel about Jalen's performance now that we've had a couple of days to kind of digest what's going on?
Well, statistically, one of his best games. The Vikings we talked about last week, and Brian Flores, boy, do they love to blitz, and they were not afraid to do it, Dons. The good news, though, Hurts was reminded when things are on the line and we need big plays, who do we throw the ball to?
Devontae Smith.
Brown.
My bad. I guess you're right.
Brown.
A.J. Brown, 6 targets, 4 receptions for 121 yards, long 30.3, and he got to ice the game with that long
ice cold.
Third and what was it? Third and like 16 or something like that. 3rd and 12, something like that.
To take a shot like that on third down was risque, Dons.
But we believe in our skill set, which is always nice about Jalen. He just keeps going. Can't keep moving forward, though, without mentioning Devontae Smith's game. 9 receptions, 183 yards, long of 79. Burning.
Career day.
Good old boy. Who? Isaiah Rodgers. Poor Isaiah Rodgers, bro. Ooh, talk about it was like their stepbrothers, and then their parents separated again. They ain't never loved him.
There was a picture of AJ with Rodgers' jersey. They were holding each other's jerseys after the game. They have a great relationship, apparently. They were talking pregame. Cool. Smitty said the same thing. He was excited, as was AJ, to go against Rodgers. Couple little things on Rodgers. Yes, he played with the Birds. He also was caught and punished for gambling when he was in the Indianapolis Colts. Now, this season is, I think, the only player to have 2 fumble recoveries for touchdowns in one game. So talk about an up and down roller coaster career. Didn't start off great, a little rocky, but this man has been balling up until Sunday afternoon against the Birds.
All right. Well, enough about the Vikings. Because it's Giants week yet again. The Philadelphia Eagles are playing against the New York Giants, this time in Lincoln Financial Field. Now, obviously, we got the beatdown last time we met the Giants. The Giants just came off a massive beatdown against the Denver Broncos, which reminds you that the Giants, while may have some talent and on the come up, still not a good team, because good teams don't lose that game. So, Chris, what is your level of concern, being that we just saw this team a few weeks ago, and they quite literally laid the pipe on the Eagles' helmet, chin strap, mouth guard?
I'll tell you what, Dons, this is going to be a different game, and it starts with a man we haven't talked about.
Who?
And we should have started the pod with this.
Who?
And now I'm going to transition
Who?
away from the game to this man. His name is Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham is back. BG is back in Philly.
Can you believe it?
Dons, humongous boost to the locker room. Number one. Before we talk about his play, what he's capable of, what kind of shape he's in, can he even play and contribute right now? huge boost to the locker room. For me, a very underrated aspect of football is what happens when we don't see the players in the locker room. Don's was there in the locker room. I was not. But from what I've heard, read, and been told, the locker room and having the air quote good locker room guys.
What the hell?
Is very important in the locker room, especially for a team that is, I won't say on the rocks, but near to it, Dons, with the up and down season we've been having. To have a guy like BG in the locker room, not only helping the young players, but he's a very, I can't just say funny, but he likes to bust balls, Dons. He has a great personality. He's going to get in that locker room and kind of lighten things up a little bit, I think. So tell me your thoughts on BG coming back. What do we think, Don? Does it even matter?
I almost don't even want to speak on it because I be having some nefarious thoughts. I'm glad Brandon Graham decided to come back because he wanted to continue playing. This isn't something that you can dip out of and just dip right back in whenever you want. This isn't MJ at 45. This is the National Football League. So, Brandon Graham, while for him individually, I am glad that he's back on this team because it seems like it's something that he's wanted to do. Almost kind of seems planned out a little bit. I know it probably wasn't, but it seems like it was. I can't help but feel like Brandon Graham isn't the talent solution that we're looking for on this D line. And I am a little concerned to see how he's going to react after the tricep tear. And the only reason why I'm not ecstatic that he's back might be like a selfish, stupid reason, but I'm concerned about his health. And if he is going to be able to last the whole season, not just because he's old, but it's just tearing that tricep and then healing and making sure that you're good. Like, that's a little bit alarming to me. So I hope he's healthy enough to be able to do it. But as far as having him on our roster, there's no downside. There's nobody that stood out on this roster as a defensive end. And mind you, backup defensive tackle as well, because BG bumps inside and he plays really well there. Not obviously the goal line stuffer that you're going to want. You'd rather have Jordan Davison or something like that. But nobody stood out at the DN position, and you know you can get consistency and a veteran presence that we've been looking for the last couple of weeks, and we've discussed that in prior pods. Perfect fit for this team. Now, do you think the locker room is going to respond positively to Brandon Graham, being that they're 5-2 without him? It's not like they're a bad team. Do you think his voice is going to reach everybody, or do you think it's going to create some friction in the locker room because of it?
The good thing about this team, Dons, is we've got a lot of similar players to last year.
Yeah.
Guys like Jalen Carter, Jalix Hunt, Jordan Davis were all on the Super Bowl team last year. They know who BG is. They know what kind of player he is.
True.
They heard him make that speech the day before the game, just like Lane Johnson did and Hurts did and A.J. Brown. They all made their piece. Even C.J. G.J. had something to say. There's one other thing I want to bring up about Brandon Graham, Dons, and that is a forgotten story from early last season. Brandon Graham went on the radio, and he said something along the lines of, oh, yeah, Jalen and A.J., they used to be friends, but not anymore. Wait, what?
Well.
What? Wait. What did he just go on the radio and say? Airing out dirty laundry for QB1 and wide receiver 1?
Yeah, that was pretty dumb of him.
And what did that turn into, Dons? Let's not forget. I know we won the Super Bowl, but we have AJ with his book on the sideline. We have AJ getting asked after the game, what's the problem with the team? Oh, the passing offense. So I'm happy Graham is back, but I don't want us to forget about the story that he sort of uncovered for us last year that maybe is the reason we're seeing a disconnect between A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts this season.
Yeah, but how long has it been? Matter of fact. Shoo. Well, let me tell you a little bit of something right now. And, okay, perfect. Any dumbass can see that there's a problem in the locker room right now with Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown. Undoubtedly, 100% an issue. Your boy's gonna go out there and tweet after this game saying like some fools love shit like love me, say that you love me. Bro, AJ Brown is a desperate teenage girl who's looking for love, and he's just not happy
in all
with
the wrong
what
places.
He got in front of him. AJ, you can't say that this dude doesn't want out of Philadelphia, which is insane considering the contract that we've gotten him. Won him a Super Bowl, made him a Pro Bowl player, right? AJ is a baller. He's one of the best wide receivers in the league.
He's a made man.
But put on the map here in Philadelphia as how dominant he can be. Because in Tennessee, there was still a lot of questions when he left Tennessee. Remember, can he stay healthy? Is he really that productive? A lot of 800-yard seasons, like stuff like that. Although, again, I will defend him, Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry. But AJ Brown, man, I can't stand. There's always reasonable doubt with the things that he has done up until this point. This time, I just can't support it in any way at all and say like, oh, he's just whatever. He has a problem. It's very obvious. Let's be adults here.
I agree, Dons. I didn't mean to sidetrack us by going down to A.J. Brown. But
I don't care. He's a bad person.
When I think of Brandon Graham, the first thing I think about, other than him stripping Tom Brady, of course, and causing that fumble who picked it up? He's not on our team anymore.
Derek Barnett, bro.
He was a rookie, yep. Mm-hmm. So, yes, Brandon Graham is known for stripping Tom Brady, but the second thing I think of is that story he just randomly went on the radio and decided to tell. So, I'm happy BG is back, Dons. I have a football question for you about Brandon Graham.
Yeah, let's hear it.
We're going to set the over-under at 4.5 sacks for Brandon Graham for the rest of the season. Are we over or are we under?
Good question. I think we're over. I think he's going to have 6 sacks this year.
I'm with you, Dons. We're at week 7, 8 right now, so we've got 9, maybe 10 games left.
Do playoffs count?
Definitely.
All right.
Those are even more important.
Yeah,
right?
obviously.
Those are even more important, Dons.
Yeah, but they don't go on the same stat sheet, you know?
So for this parlay, or this bet, they will. So I'm with you on the over, Dons. I don't think by any means he's going to come back and be dominant.
Imagine all he needed was some old man WD-40 and a couple extra weeks of rest, and he was like, all right, I'm good.
He's a little squeaky.
But if you think about it, how much, I haven't done the math, so I'm not going to bore anybody, but it'd be interesting to see how much time off a losing season and the start of a season is compared to how long he was out from the Super Bowl to now. And if he needed a full season's off season's length to recover, because he is an old man.
But he said,
"Where's my tapioca?"
Oh, I love tapioca pudding. No hate on that.
Where is it?
It's good, man. I'm telling you, the texture of it too. It's kind of like
that shit slaps.
It's like old boba tea. Those little boba things that people love to chew on. That's what it reminds me of. Tapioca. Anyway,
that's just nasty. I'm not saying tapioca's nasty, but your description makes it sound putrid, bro.
Well,
fair though.
I love me some tapioca pudding. Shout out to MJ as a kid, always giving us those healthy snacks. But Dons, BG's not the only one coming back to potentially help the Birds.
Question mark?
Jacorian Bennett.
Ooh,
the practice window is open.
Activated.
Talk about a boost to the DB room. Now, I know we haven't seen a lot from him yet, Dons, but as soon as they traded for him, I saw a couple highlight packages or some film on him. I sent it to you, and we both said, whoa, this guy makes plays. Yes, he gets beat. Yes, he's aggressive, but that's okay. He is out there making plays, Dons. So
I have no stats to back this up, but I felt like when Jacorian Bennett was in the game, the inconsistencies that the defensive backs are exhibiting now were way less apparent when Jacorian Bennett was in than when we had Ringo and Adoree Jackson. If anything, I actually liked Adoree Jackson as the backup option to Jacorian Bennett to come in and get a number 3 receiver. I think having him doesn't make us super elite, but I think it's going to stabilize us just a little bit. Like maybe instead of a 20-yard gain, we're getting an 8-yard gain. That is what matters.
It's a game of inches, Dons, right?
A game of inches, and I've come up quite short.
So we got some help in the DB room. One thing we might not have, Dons, is Cam Jurgens. Could cause Dickerson to shift to center. Why is that important? This week, we just happen to be going up against the best defensive tackle in the NFL, in my opinion, in Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah, there's a thought process of don't displace two people to make a position better, right? But what did we do last week against the Vikings? Who was starting at center for us?
It was not Jurgens, was it?
It was not Jurgens. I'm asking the question. It wasn't Landon Dickerson either, was it? I thought Brandon Toff went in to play center, didn't he?
I don't know. Hold on, I'll look it up.
Let's do a little song as we wait for Christopher. He types and looks it up, but to no avail. We have the answer. Brett Toth.
Knee injury for Jurgens.
Thought Brett Toth played a great game at center, and it's a lot easier to hide a deficient center than it is to hide a deficient guard. Give him less things to do. We all have this image of how great our centers need to be because we were blessed with having center after center after center with Frank Haley, Jason Kelsey, Jackson. We had great centers for a while. Maybe Jackson, I think, was our center. Whatever. I was young then. Player.
Youngin.
Anyway. Brett Toff, I think, did a good job being able to help out the guards instead of being in so much space with the tackles. And when you have two strong guards, it's just so much easier to hide a lighter person that's not so physically dominating. So I actually like Landon at left guard better than I do putting him at center and leaving Toff where he's at.
The thought before the season was the Giants were going to have one of the most terrorizing defensive lines. That has not manifested so far this season, at least with the numbers and the pressure rates. But they have four guys who are capable. Thibodeau, the rookie, Dexter Lawrence, and Brian Burns. The rookie being, why am I losing his name?
Wait. What are you talking about?
The rookie defensive end the Giants drafted. Abdul Carter, excuse me.
Abdul Carter.
One more thing.
We will send beautiful dogs to Abdul Carter.
One more little tiny note on Abdul Carter. Was arrested or in trouble he got pulled over by a tow truck, or there was a tow truck coming. He was not happy about it, Dons. Pulled the man out of the truck with his hands. Put his hands inside the truck.
Hey, Mark Sanchez them.
Think about the strength you have to have, folks, to pull someone out of the window of a car. Really.
You have to remember these guys are freaks of nature. They are ginormous. And all right. They're mad big and mad strong.
Huge,
yeah, it's
bro.
crazy. It's crazy.
To pull someone, I don't want to go down the road, but Don, to physically pull someone out of a truck, not easy to do. Anyway, this defensive line is a menace.
I could do it to 7 6-year-olds.
I know you could. Don. I know you could.
Maybe 8.
So
why?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Dons. Yes, we're getting maybe getting back to Corey and Bennett. We might be losing alignment, but you know what else is different about this game, Dons?
What?
It's Kelly Green week.
It is Kelly Green week.
Kelly Green.
Yay or nay on the Kelly Green?
Oh my God! Yay, and yay again.
1,000%. I love that color. Talk to me a little bit about the Kelly Greens. What's the significance behind it?
So, Dons, when we had a discussion off air about it, you kind of opened up my eyes to it, I guess. We were talking about Kelly Green and where it came from, and I had no idea, so I did a little bigger digging.
My bad.
Little digging. The color Kelly Green is actually named after a common Irish name, Kelly.
Really?
It is reminiscent of the lush, green Irish landscape, Dons.
See, I knew it. It's the beautiful hills.
It's Irish.
Of Ireland.
Irish, eh?
Hey.
Maybe we should drink some, what do they drink? What's that dark beer?
Some Guinness Boyle.
Guinness? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Corned beef and cabbage?
Corned beef and cabbage.
Also,
ooh, wait. The beaver has this fire Reuben egg roll which is corned beef and cabbage with a Thousand Island dressing, and it only comes around on St. Patrick's Day. And for a fat guy, I don't remember many holidays, but that is one I do remember. Because, bro, I love them corned beef and cabbage egg rolls.
Corned beef I could do. It's the cabbage I could do without.
Why don't you like cabbage? What's wrong with cabbage? Why you ain't mess with no cabbage?
What do they do with it? Don't they like drench it in
You
something?
don't like lettuce?
I like lettuce, but cabbage is just, I don't know.
Cook
It's
it
kind
in
of
water, fool.
Isn't
or
it bitter?
stock.
I think it's bitter.
It's not bitter.
I don't mind salad. Trust me. I like kale. I like spinach. I like all that stuff.
I
but-
like tossing salads
Oh, that was an off-air
and
conversation.
lemon juice. I had a salad with lemon juice today. I went to my mom's for lunch because
That's nice. I'm glad you went to go see
I
them.
live next to, I work next to my parents, and so it's nice to stop by. She packed me a little lunch for
Yeah.
a little take home bag and everything.
Got some home cooking.
Some mashed taters, some chicken.
So you're eating good tonight, then,
And she puts
Downs.
avocados on everything. Like,
You need them healthy fats, folks. Don't forget. You need healthy fats.
trans fats. They identify as healthy.
Dons, are you ready to talk about this Giants game?
I'm ready to talk about this Giants game.
Okay.
One
Where do we start?
major difference between this time and last, the return of Nakobe Dean. We saw the attitude that he brought to the table and he brings to this team. And honestly, the respect that the other players have for him on the field.
Yep.
I felt like he had an immediate impact last week against the Vikings, limiting them in the run game very much. And do you remember that one play where he shot the gap and had like a negative 3-yard tackle? Just blasted the hell out of Addison.
You know what, Dons? I won't call myself any sort of football savant or any sort of...
Kobe's a beast.
I know nothing about football, but it's pretty simple. When you keep seeing a guy on the screen near the ball making plays, he's productive.
That's how we know that Jahad Campbell's been such a good player this year.
Oh.
Nakobe Dean does exactly the same. Maybe not at the level of athleticism that these guys do, but he makes up with it with intelligence and ferocity. Ferocity?
Ferocity.
Ferocity? Velocity.
Ferocious.
Nakobe Dean being on this lineup is going to make a big difference. He's going to be somebody that's going to be able to direct the defense in addition to having Zach Bond there. So that's my defensive major difference here. What's your major difference between last week, 2 weeks ago against the Giants and now?
I mentioned this a week or two ago, Dons, and then we're almost at the point of the season where it doesn't matter as much, but I'm a huge believer of the prior week of football you played is going to affect your next week of football.
Okay.
So for me, what did the New York Giants do last week, Dons? Not only did they lose, not only did they blow a lead, they gave up over 30 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Dons, I have a stat for you that might be the greatest stat we've ever given on this pod.
Tell me.
Over 1,000 times, a team has led by 18 points with 6 minutes or less. Those teams are undefeated, except for who? The New York Giants.
It's like the most Giant stat. The only thing that I'm surprised is that the Jets don't have this stat as well.
yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it's
Yep.
the only surprise I got. My bad, mijo.
If you said a New York team, you would say, yeah, it's probably the Jets.
Probably the Jets, not the Giants. No
Don's-
way, no how.
1,064 times a team has led by 18 points with less than 6 minutes left. Those teams were undefeated up until last week.
So I hear you, but I don't think we can dismiss this Giants team. They are playing with two young studs to be. Young bulls.
Yep.
Which comes with its ups and downs. Obviously, Jackson Dart and Scatterbo, have they been handling the spotlight well and professionally? I would say no. They look like
Why,
a
Don?
bunch of college kids that are super hyped to go party after the game. I'm not saying they don't work hard or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. But they were being very braggadocious. They were being very outspoken, which great to have confidence, but you haven't proven anything. And in the NFL, I kind of feel like that karma comes back around. And look at Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Everybody feeling the Chiefs, them talking like they're Mr. Untouchables.
And then what?
And then what? They have mediocre seasons and losing a Super Bowl to the Philadelphia Eagles. And I know that they're obviously the Chiefs are a great team, a great organization, but I think that they let themselves slip up a lot, which is the reasons why they haven't won more Super Bowls, in my opinion. I think they should have a couple more than what they do. But I think these two kids have something special right now, and to dismiss them and saying that they're not a threat to your team, I think would be wrong. I think they have a lot of learning pains to go through, and I think they got humbled last week because of the way, I mean, they were acting a fool on the sideline.
Oh, yeah.
So I can't sit here and tell everybody that it's the Giants. Like, nah, it's an NFC East rivalry. Sometimes these things happen where the 4th seed in the division just ends up sweeping the 1 seed. And I can't sit here and say we're going to blow out the Giants, even though we should. How do you feel about this matchup?
The reason that I brought up the previous week is for this reason, Dons. Every time you get embarrassed or you go through a tough loss, you're at a fork in the road. Are you going to humble yourself, kind of shake the cage and say, wait a minute, okay, back to business, back to basics, let's get back to football? Or does it turn your season around and now you're going downhill? Now the season's over.
Yeah.
So I see your side. I'm not saying that we're going to blow the Giants out. I think it could be what you said, that after they got embarrassed and after they gave up that lead, Brian Daboll was on their ass all week. He was also telling them, this is a division team. We just beat them. They're going to come out extra hungry, so be ready for that. Despite all that, Dons, this team is not as talented as the Eagles.
No, and
They're
like
not.
you've said too, which maybe I'm saying that too much this episode, but bad teams don't know they're bad teams yet. Are the Giants going to come out here and they're going to fight, scratch and claw, like you said, like a bat out of hell, go up early on the birds, start clowning and acting a fool? Are they mature enough to handle the success that comes with retaliation against losses? Because that's what it is. You're fighting the loss the week after. So very interesting game to see. I still think the Eagles have a huge advantage. Let me ask you this. And maybe I'm just dumb. Who's the New York Giants starting quarterbacks?
What, overall, like the last 10 years, 20 years?
No, this game.
Jackson Dart.
No, cornerbacks.
Oh, corners. Oh, I couldn't tell you.
I couldn't name you one corner. And I know I should know because I should have prepped for the pod a little bit better. I honestly, before I came in, was listening to Elliott Shore Parks. Listed all of the secondary. Still don't remember a damn name.
So what you're saying, Dons, is these guys can't cover us.
They shouldn't be able to cover us. And the game that we just had proves that we have the capacity to open it up and really make some devastating plays against this just questionable Giants defense. I just don't know who's who out there.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dons, the people who make it their living to bet the game,
Yeah.
the Eagles are coming.
Like you?
No.
You mean, can we say, our boy? Parlay winner of a 9-leg?
Don't talk about your wins, Dons.
Come on, my win's yours, bro. You're a beast.
I got a win. That's okay.
9 legs is okay.
We're going to keep
It's great. We will celebrate.
You know me, Dons. I'm humble.
Celebration.
Yeah, we're gonna have a dinner
All right, cool,
on the
back.
parlay soon with the money that I won. We're gonna go out to dinner, have a nice dinner.
Ooh.
But so the Eagles are coming into the game 7.5-point favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned earlier the Giants lost, one of the worst in NFL history. Do you expect a bounce back game from the Giants, like a rebound game, Dons, or is this the chance for the Eagles to kick them while they're down?
I think it'll be more of a rebound game. I think Jackson Dart is a player that is going to flourish into a really good quarterback in this league. I see a lot of good things from him. And because you have that player, I believe that this is going to be a tough game. I don't think this is going to be... We might win by 10, 13 points by the end of it, but it might be the thing where they either pull away right at the end or they just go tit for tat until Jackson Dart throws a pick. So I don't think this is a rollover on your back type of game. I think that this is going to be the Giants fighting back to save their head coach, which they seem to really like. I think this is going to be a tougher game. Did I answer the question or did I
You
just
did.
ramble?
It's a division game, Dons. You did.
Yeah.
I've got 3 keys, at least for me, in this game, Dons.
Let's hear him.
Number 1, can we contain the run game, please? Not just Scatterbo, but Dart. I mean, he had 4 or 5 runs where he's extending the play, either running to buy time or just running away from our defenders.
Yeah.
Beautiful run in the first half where he juked Zach Bond and ran in for a touchdown. Scatterbo was running angry, head down, plenty of yards. I think he had 3 touchdowns against us, Dons. You know, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Jalix Hunt, BG are all going to remember that game and say, we better put up a fight and stop this run game. Why, Dons? When you make a team one-dimensional, especially a team with a young quarterback, you can get predictable, pin your ears back, get after this young kid.
Agreed. Number 2.
Number 2, can we put together a full game? Can the Eagles finally put together 48 minutes of football?
And there's the jinx.
I mean, really, Don.
There's the jinx.
The first half was good against the Giants, and then I think we were shut out in the second half. There's halves where we've talked about in the past. The Eagles have had 2 of the worst halves of football passing offensively this year. Yards per attempt, yards. It goes anemic and it disappears sometimes. So can the Eagles just put together a full game, please? Mm-hmm. And number 3. Does Saquon finally get back on track against his old
Bounce back
team?
game?
Now, last year,
Question mark.
176 yards and a touchdown in his first revenge game against the Giants. You remember, should we sit him out? Should we play him in the last game so we can get the record? He did sit out, but he dominated this Giants defense. I saw him or remember him running over a corner.
To be fair, who didn't he dominate last year? But to be fair, who didn't he dominate last year?
I think there was about 4 or 5 games he didn't have 100 yards, but
That wasn't the point. Continue.
176 yards and 1 touchdown against year. Can he repeat it this year and get us back on track, or are we going to rely on the passing game?
So those are your 3 keys, huh?
Run the rock, get back to Eagles football, hit some play action shots down the field, please.
My biggest key to this game is Mr. Kevin Petula. And maybe Nick Sirianni as well. Our Philadelphia Eagles offense, again, flourishes and shines when Jalen Hurts throws the ball less than 30 times a game. 30 times a game is the magic number that I feel like we shouldn't. I mean, we should do anything that we possibly can to not reach that number for Jalen Hurts. Are we going to consistently... Wait. We will put a marker here and I will edit it.
Okay.
My biggest point to this game is Kevin Petula and Nick Sirianni. Is the offense going to be consistent enough to be able to be patient and open up this field for Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, and the rest of the weapons that we have? What I mean by that is, are we going to start going back into shotgun every single damn play?
I hope not.
Or are we going to let Jalen Hurts do his thing under center? I forgot what the statistic one, but I think Jalen is... I don't even know what the stat is. All I know is that Jalen Hurts plays on the center way better than he does in shotgun. Mm-hmm. It gives you the right amount of processing speed. And when I thought about it, it made sense because Jalen's the type of quarterback where if he sees it, he throws it, right? He's not the best with anticipation. On the long ball, he has good throwing placement on the long ball for sure. But when it comes to picking apart a zone, he doesn't necessarily have that as his strongest skill. But when you're under center and you have a 3-drop pass, a 5-drop pass, sometimes 7-drop pass, when you get to that breaking point where you're coming back up as a quarterback and you're making your initial progression, if it's open, it's going to be open. And that's what Jalen is great at, those comeback routes, those curls, those cuts. It plays into his advantage. Use your quarterback's strength. He's not Phillip Rivers. He's not a gunslinger. The man makes good decisions. Let him be in opportunities to make good decisions and read a defense the way you need him to, not the way you just assume he can. That's my biggest key to winning this game over the New York Giants. Other than number 2, Just bring the goddamn pain, please. Just bring the pain. Come to hit. Come to play. Play a damn football game. And you should be walking away on that Jersey Mike sub shit. The Mike's way, baby, getting the dub. I think the Eagles come out of this game. Should we get into predictions, or am I jumping the gun here?
I wanted to respond or communicate about Kevin Patullo and my thoughts on him.
Cool. Let's do it. Anyways, I'm rambling. Chris, take it away.
So, Dons, you mentioned Kevin Patullo is your key to the game. I want to just bring up a couple of stats about Kevin Patullo and this offense.
Yep.
Before last week's game, the Eagles were bottom 5 in the following categories. Play action and pre-snap motion.
Crazy.
2 things that are critical for elite offenses. Pre-snap motion, not just to determine man or zone, but to change matchups, get the defense communicating. I hate to bring it up, Dons, but the Super Bowl that we lost to the Chiefs, that was a humongous part of their game plan. They noticed the Eagles do not communicate well on motion, and they ran motion over and over and over and over again. Kadarius Toney walking in the end zone backwards while Darius Slay is in the middle of the field wondering where he is. I say all that to say this, Dons. Can we get back to play action? Can we get back to some pre-snap motion? We had a ton of it last year. I want more pre-snap motion and more play action from Kevin P.
Yeah, but to the plus side, we don't got that bum-ass beat his players Jonathan Gannon as our defensive coordinator anymore, who can't make an adjustment to save his life. Just kidding. I don't know why Jonathan Gannon just caught those strays. But young coach, man, he didn't know how to adjust to what the offensive coordinator was doing. It was, you knew for 3 quarters that's what they were doing to you, and you couldn't come up with anything. We don't have that problem with Vic Fangio. So I agree with you. Kevin Patullo, more play action, get on the center, control the game, control the tempo, and we should be balling out against this New York Giants football team.
Before we give predictions, one last small note, then we'll go to predictions. Let's not forget, Dons, I did bring up last week and all the things the Giants did wrong, and they collapsed and they gave up 30 points. They also put up some points and went up and down the field on the Denver Broncos defense.
Yeah.
That is known to be one of the best in the NFL, not just statistics, but the players they have, the scheme they run. So we're not taking them lightly, but I am especially not taking them lightly after what they did to that Broncos defense. So we better be ready to play.
I could be just being a bot here, but it's so early in the season. I don't think we know who anybody exactly is yet. And I think right now the Denver Broncos are playing a little bit above their head. I don't think that they're going to be this team that's so physically dominating. Not saying they're going to be a bad team, but when you have Alex Singleton as one of your linebackers, bro, you just can't have a dominating defense, bro. You just can't.
They were a popular off-season. Who's your sleeper for the Super Bowl, Dons? Who do you think might get or sneak in? All I heard all summer was the Denver Broncos.
Well, so far they're not wrong. I mean, they're winning games. I just think that they're going to come back down to earth. I like what they got going on, but
we know who the king of that division is. Patricia Mahomes.
Yeah.
They're back, Dons.
Yeah.
You know the Chiefs are back, right?
Yes.
Like, the NFL better hope that the Eagles make it to the Super Bowl again.
With Rashid Rice, that offense is scary. Yeah. Makes a big difference. Yeah.
Like, I wasn't going to say it, but I'm going to say it now, Dons. The Chiefs are my favorite for the Super Bowl as of October 23rd.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, that offense is scary. It was scary before Rice got back. It just wasn't really clicking yet.
Yeah.
And you saw it. Worthy, Rice, Kelsey, Hollywood Brown, the rookie Brashard Smith catching passes. Dons, this offense is scary. Oh, you know what? It's scary season, ain't it?
It is spooky season.
We'll have one more Halloween.
Don't forget about my boy, what is it, Thornton?
Yes.
From the Patriots.
Tyquan Thornton. Who needs him?
He's playing great. He's balling out.
I'm going to say it out loud so we don't forget. We need to dress up next week for the pod. It's
down.
Halloween week, dude.
I'm down. I was already going to talk to you about that.
We got to do it.
Yeah, we got to do it.
We'll be here, fans, dressed up. Okay.
Prediction time.
You ready?
Prediction time. What you got? Unless you want to go second.
Giants, 17. Birds, 31.
Ooh.
Yeah. Big win.
Ooh.
Maybe a late touchdown with about 5-6 minutes left for the Eagles to sort of separate ourselves. The Giants go down the field. Dart tries to do so much. Interception. Eagles win by 2 touchdowns. What about you, Dons? Give me a score.
I think it's going to be Eagles over the Giants, obviously. I got the Giants with...
Wait, before you give your prediction, let me give you the total. The total on this game, which I was very surprised about, is 51. Oh, excuse me. It's 43.5. The total the first game 2 weeks ago was 51. So the total, both teams together scored 51 points 2 weeks ago, yet the bookmakers, the people who make their living on putting the lines, only think there's going to be 43.5 points, a.k.a. a lower scoring game, Downs. Now you may give your prediction.
Well, it didn't matter because my answer would be the same. I think the Giants are going to score 17 points, and I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to score 27.
27-17 for Downs.
27-17 Birds. Go Birds. Ping bong. Fuck your life. We can't leave without talking about this for 5 seconds.
Uh-oh.
Terry Rozier.
It's funny you're going to bring that up.
What a crazy obviously,
What about-
we've known for years. Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, Billups. That's the one I was surprised
They're
about.
coming after our Black Kings, and I don't know why they're coming after our Black Kings.
Terry Rozier, famously known for, was on the Celtics, going to hit free agency, and the quote was something along the lines of, yeah, I'm going to hit free agency and I'm going to get what I deserve. Left the Celtics, went to the Hornets, got his money, was miserable there. Now he's in gambling trouble.
I think maybe he's been the gambling trouble all along. Anyway, allegedly, Terry Rozier fixing games, Chauncey Billups, cheating and gambling games.
Mafia.
With the Mafia.
What the?
Crazy stuff going on in the NBA. I'm wondering, is it going to bleed into the NFL? I'm sure something's going to go on. I mean, those refs already got in trouble. This is crazy. I think this is a little unprecedented and going to be an interesting ride to see. But thank you.
Okay, what?
No. Go ahead.
Dons, I briefly
Respond.
brought it up earlier today. Isaiah Rodgers, I read a whole bunch of stuff when he got caught gambling. Listen to the rules they had initially, Dons. You could bet outside of the NFL stadium. Once you step foot into the stadium and you're on the NFL's turf, that's when you can't bet. So he made a silly, simple mistake of just betting 50, 100, 500 feet from where he could be.
Yeah.
That's how. That's what we're dealing with right now.
I remember learning about the Isaiah Rodgers things and being like, it's stupid, but it wasn't that bad.
Yes.
Yeah. So
You can
I
bet
can't
outside.
demonize him. Yeah.
But yet not inside.
So crazy stuff.
But we get to bet anytime we want. Any
True.
parlay we want, Don.
True.
Have you hit any parlays this year yet?
Yes, I
'Cause
have. I've hit 2. Okay. You know what we're gonna do?
That's why I brought it up, Don.
You know what we're gonna do?
It's called leading the
I
witness.
was about to say goodbye, but Christopher
I know you were.
led me to water.
Don's was trying to get rid of you guys.
I am, bro. I'm trying to get home out here, and I'm saying.
when
but
he
we're
means
gonna put
home, he
in
really means his second job.
every game parlay right now.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Miami Dolphins over the Atlanta Falcons at Atlanta.
Falcons.
We have Chicago over versus Ravens. My bad. Chicago Ravens at Baltimore.
So this is a tough one, Don. I'm going to let you choose because Lamar Jackson practiced limited fashion. I don't think they're even close to the same team without him, so I'm going to let you pick this one.
Plus 6.5 Bears.
Duh, Bears. Bless you.
Hijo de madre. Buffalo Bills versus the Panthers.
Easy breezy.
Bills. Jets Bengals.
Bengals. Although the Jets could get their first win this week, I'm just not going to pick them.
San Francisco versus the Texans.
Ooh, Texans. No. San Francisco. Sorry.
Yeah, San Fran. I think that's a trap game.
San Francisco.
San Francisco is actually getting 2 points versus Houston, which I think is crazy. Cleveland
Jones.
versus New England at Patriots.
Go Pats.
Go Pats. Giants, Eagles.
Go Birds.
The Birds. Tampa, New Orleans at New Orleans.
Go Bucks. Shout out Chicken Man.
Dallas versus the Broncos. I kind of don't even want to pick this game.
Yeah, let's avoid it.
Titans, Colts.
Colts. Danny Dimes.
You know what?
You're picking the Titans? Don't.
No, we're not going to pick that game. It's not even worth it. It's minus 1250 if we pick the Colts. No, we're not doing it.
Okay.
All right. Green Bay Packers versus the Steelers.
Green Bay Packers.
Commanders versus Chiefs.
That's Chiefs all day. Daniels is most likely out.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. It's worth it. All right. So let's put. Oh, no. How much you want to put on it? $1?
Sure. Damn, we sound so poor when we do shit like that.
Why?
Just kidding.
It's a 10-leg parlay, bro, for the shits and giggles. It's $32 if we win this 10-leg, which is just a crazy parlay.
Let's put 5, no?
See, this is the problem with betting. All right, fine. $5 to win 162. This is not gambling advice. Do not listen. This is crazy. All right.
We did it.
We did it.
Another episode in the books, Dons.
Thanks for listening. As always, we love you. It's the One of 32 podcast. He's KP. I'm Dons. Goodbye.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.